So ito na yung Singapore math, teaching math the Singapore way. Diba? So Scott, next slide. I'll show you a little bit lang of Singapore math. So yung Singapore math, hindi yan inimbento ng Singapore. Okay? Kinausap ko yung Ministry of Education ng Singapore kasi noon nag-sabbatical ako. So I actually, for one semester, I was with the National Institute of Education in Nanyang Technological University in Singapore, and I sat in their classes. Gusto ko makita ako kung anong ginagawa nila, di ba? Kasi nga sinabi ko sa Singaporean, sige no naman, gusto ko naman tulungan yung Pilipinas. Ang babait nila. Sabi nila, yes, so they let me sit in. So, Singapore math, hindi sila nag-imbento. Yung Singapore math na tuturuan namin ngayon, noon pa to, before the time of Christ. Okay? Sa panahon pa to ni Euclid. Ancient Greece. Model approach. Okay? Pero bakit naging Singapore math? Kasi ang ginawa ng Singapore Ministry of Education, yan yung DepEd nila, ang galingan ng Ministry of Education nila, okay, ang ginawa nila, yung ginawa nila Euclid, saka ginawa ng mga ibang mathematicians, nilagay nila sa textbook ng Singapore. Yan yung reason. Okay? So, sabi nila, bakit ka Euclid lang to, di ba? Maganda naman tong approach. So, nilagay nila sa aklat nila, sa textbook. Kaya, akala natin naging Singapore math. Kaya naging tanyag na siya na Singapore math. So, it's really called the model method. Okay? The model approach or the bar model method. What makes it different? The good thing with the model method is it uses visual models. So, we're going to draw. So, matutuwa kayo ngayon, mga guro. Kasi, hindi lang yun, di ba? Kunwari, solving. Okay? Hindi lang tayo. Of course, we are also going to learn fractions. Yung, how do you add fractions? Yung tinuruan sa atin noon lagi, di ba? Get the least common denominator, then change the numerator, mga ganon. Okay? So, tama naman yun eh. That's the Western way of teaching. But, that one requires patience. And yung mga bata natin ngayon, because nga I think of social media, the internet, YouTube, Google, yung mga bata ngayon medyo walang pasensya eh. Okay? Nagmamadali sila lagi. Tawag doon instant gratification. So gusto nila, makuha nila kaagad yung sagot, which is difficult. But this one, my son and I have done this workshop for more than 10 years to Ateneo, to Miriam. Narinig niyo yun, yung sa introduction ni Ning. To many of the private schools, and we do it with children. And every time we do it, tuwang-tuwa yung mga bata, nakukuha nila kaagad because it's visual. We're going to draw. Gusto ng mga bata mag-drawing. Okay, so today, we will be also drawing. Okay, so my son will show you very basic things on how to draw and how you can answer the problems through drawing. So it's pictures and numbers. That's why we call it the model approach. Model siya kasi we do drawing. Diba? And we have to learn by doing. Hindi lang pwede nakaupo na nakikinig. Hindi ganon. Mathematics is not a spectator sport. Mathematics, the only way you can learn it is you do it. And you don't need computers. All you need is pen and paper. Yan yung sabi ni Father Nebres. Mathematics ang pinakamagandang science kasi hindi mo kailangan ng gadget. Kailangan mo lang pencil, paper, saka utak natin, saka pasensya, and the openness to learn. That's it. Anyone can do it. Okay? So, the reason why my son is here is because my son was lucky enough when he was in grade 4 in Xavier School adopted Singapore math. And my son's batch was the first batch. They were experimenting. My son's batch was the first batch to do model approach. And it worked very well for their batch. So, mas alam ng anak ko yung Singapore math kaysa ako. So, Scott, I would now turn the whole thing over to Scott, who will tell you our plans for the 3 Saturdays. So, Scott, to you.
Thank you. Good morning. Magandang umaga po sa lahat. Thank you for inviting me, Ning and Synergia. So that was the intro, about Singapore math, about model approach. And let's go into it, Let's look at what our plan is for the coming 3 Saturdays. So sabi ni Ning na actually yung workshops natin continuous and they build on each other. And that's true because what we'll be doing is going from yung grade 1, yung pinaka-basic na topics, all the way up to grade 6 and trying to track, no? Paano ba yung learning in the Singapore model approach and how it builds on each other. So today, which is day 1, we'll do yung 4 operations: add, subtract, multiply, divide, tsaka konting intro to word problems. No? And we'll see na yung understanding natin ng 4 operations, napaka-importante because this helps us later on sa pag-isip ng fractions, ng percent, pati na rin yung geometry. And later on sa day 3, we can think about paano ba yung transition to algebra, to high school math, and to other forms of mathematics in college or also at work. No? So let's go into it. For operations, yung
I will just say something because there's some teachers who are high school here. Scott, can you go back to your former slide?
Yes.
To the teachers here, kahit na sinabi ng anak ko, it's grade 1 to grade 6. This is grade 1 to grade 6 of Singapore. Pero when we did a diagnostic test, we found out, guys, teachers kasi, yung Singapore medyo advanced sila, di ba? Nag-algebra na sila actually in grade 4. Pero hindi nila tawag doon na algebra. So there are many high school teachers who are listening. My son, we have done this for college and masteral math teachers. And we found out that they also still need this, that they don't have an in-depth understanding of elementary school concepts. So if you are a high school teacher, actually you will also be very inspired by how many of the algebra topics are already being handled in Singapore in the early grades. But they do it through model approach rather than algebra approach. It means we are certain you will also learn something. I want to reassure the high school teachers that kahit na grade 1 to grade 6 to, this is Singapore topics. Okay? Na ano rin, align din to sa K-12 natin.
Okay, so start tayo na sa addition, pinakasimpleng operation. So paano ba yung addition natin? No? The very simple problem, 3 plus 4. And dun sa primary 1, I recall, no, sa grade 1, pinamemorize kami ng addition table so that you know 3 plus 4, diretso, syempre 7. No? So paano natin ito ima-model? Well, the simplest way is to draw 3 at saka 4. So for 3, we will use 3 boxes. 1 box, 2 box, 3 box. At yan na yung model for 3. No? At doon pa lang nakikita na natin na magkaiba to. Yung number 3, actually, if you look at it, hindi naman siya nagsasuggest na 1, 2, 3 siya. No? Yung number 3, hindi mo makikita just by looking at it how many items are actually there. So pag drawing natin ng 3, 1, 2, 3, talagang klaro na, ito pala yung 3. And same with 4. Pag model natin ng 4, 4 na box. 1, 2, 3, 4. No? So nandyan na yung 3, nandyan na yung 4. So ito tapos na, no? 3 nakamodel na, 4 nakamodel na. So paano ba yung plus? Paano ba yung addition? Masasabi natin na yung addition is tatanggalin lang natin yung dividing line dito sa gitna at bibilangin natin yung lahat ng mga box. No? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Kaya 7 yung sagot sa 3 plus 4. Baka iniisip natin, ang obvious naman nito, no? Siyempre, yung 3 plus 4 will be 7 kahit na wala tayong box. No? So let's move on to something more complex na makikita natin na kahit yung simpleng pag-drawing natin, makatulong din siya. So let's try something like 5 plus 6. No? And in the same way, yung first step natin is to draw a line in the middle para hatiin yung drawing space natin. At iba-model muna natin yung 5. So in the same way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ayun. Model for 5. 5 na box. At yung 6 naman, parehas din. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. At sa huli, yung addition, paano ba yung addition? Sabihin lang natin, tatanggalin lang natin yung dividing line dito sa gitna at bibilangin natin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Kaya 11 yung sagot. Pero kahit dito na 5 and 6 lang yung ina-add natin, no? Medyo mahaba na yung proseso ng pag-drawing ng isa-isa't mga boxes. At pagkatapos nun, yung pagbilang din medyo matagal, no? Kasi hanggang 11 yung pagbilang natin. So we introduce a new layer to the model na siguro alam natin lahat, yung place value. So paano yung place value model? Yung ones, di ba sabi natin maliit na box, edi yung tens, i-represent natin bilang isang mahabang box composed of 10 na mas maliit na box. No? So let's do that. Let's try this next problem. 12 plus 9. So first step, dividing line. Tapos yung 12, yung 10, yung ito, ilalagay natin sa box na kulay blue at sasabihin natin tens. So isa. No? Tapos yung butaw na 2 na nandito, ilalagay natin sa ones, 1 and 2. So kung bibilangin natin, no? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, nandyan pa rin yung lahat ng mga box. Yung ginawa lang natin, pinagsama natin yung 10 na box na magiging isang bar. No? Para mas madaling i-drawing, mas madali ring pag-isipan mamaya. So yung 9 na to, wala pa siyang tens place, no? Wala pa siyang second digit. So ilalagay lang natin yung 9 dito sa ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No? So tapos na yung 12 at tapos na yung 9. At yung huling i-represent natin ay yung plus, yung pag-addition. So again, ibubura lang natin yung dividing line at magbibilang tayo, no? So magsisimula tayo sa ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, stop. So we stop here, no? Sasabihin natin, oh, naka-10 na tayo, naka-set na tayo. So yung gagawin natin, buburahin natin yung mga butaw na ones dito sa ones column at maglalagay tayo ng 10 dito sa tens column. No? At wala namang magic, no? Nagbura lang tayo dito sa ones at tinransfer lang natin dito sa tens. Wala namang nawala. At sa huli, may isang box na natira dito sa ones. No? At may dalawang box, may dalawang bar, no? May dalawang bar na 10 dito sa tens. And mas madali na yung pagbilang natin. Kasi imbis na 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way up to 20, sasabihin na lang natin, isang 10, dalawang 10, 20 na siya. No? So this is 20, tapos yung butaw na 1, 1. So ito yung ginawa natin, no? Yung pag-transfer ng maraming butaw na boxes dito sa ones, papunta sa isang malinis na bar dito sa tens. Yan yung ginawa natin kapag nagka-carry tayo, no? So sa pag-carry, sasabihin natin 2 plus 9, 11, carry 1. At ito yung ginawa natin. Yung carry 1 na to, is yung pag-transfer ng mga butaw na maliliit na box mula sa ones papunta sa tens para maging isang malinis na box. At sabi natin, okay, 2 plus 9, 11, carry 1, tapos 1 plus 1 magiging 2. Ibig lang sabihin, yung mga butaw na box na nandito dati, nandito na sa tens place, malinis, isang bar na 10, pwede na nating bilangin sa mas simpleng paraan, 1, 2. Kaya siya 21. So, anong tawag natin dito? Ang tawag natin ay place value model. Kasi sa paglarawan natin, sa pagdrawing natin ng mga box na to, nakikita natin na yung pag-carry ay pag-shift, pag-transfer ng mga butaw na box galing sa ones papunta sa tens. At wala namang nawala, wala namang magic. Basically, pinaganda lang natin yung drawing natin dito sa tens.
I will stress that
Yes.
teachers, grade 1, yung mga bata, hindi nila naiintindihan yung carry. Ang sinasabi kasi natin, basta kung nakita ninyo yan, i-carry ninyo. Alam mo, ang ginagawa ng mga bata, i-memorize nila. Okay naman yung memorize. Pero sana, alam nila kung anong ginagawa nila. So yung pinakita ni Scott ngayon, yung pagka-carry 1, ang ibig sabihin yon, yung 10 na ones are carried to the next place value of 10. That's it. What you're carrying are the 10 ones onto the 10th place. Okay, so yan ang ibig sabihin ng carrying. When Scott draws that, you will see it's clear. Okay, so teachers, when you are teaching addition, you can do this so that the children will know. And please allow the children to draw. Pwede yan. Drawing is okay. That's how the Singaporean students do it. Okay, so Scott will do another carrying to show you. So Scott, next.
So mag-demo tayo ulit, no? So ngayon, 23 plus 18. So same process. Mag-draw muna tayo ng dividing line. Tapos yung 23, gagamitin na natin yung bars, no? So 1, 2, sa tens place, no? Actually, ito yung 2, naging 2. Pero yung dalawa, ibig sabihin dalawang bar na 10, no? Whereas sa ones place, of course, place value, ibig sabihin tatlong butaw na isa lang. So 23. At yung mahalaga dito sa Singapore math, no? Especially for grade 1 or early students, kahit na yung tens naging bar na siya, mabibilang pa rin natin. So at the end of the day, kung nalimutan natin paano mag-add, we can still count one by one each of these boxes at ma-confirm natin na actually 23 talaga to. And we'll do 18 in the same way na 1. Yes?
Call on someone to do 18.
Sure. Well,
Yeah.
let me put 1 here. So
Ning?
paano yung 18?
Can we get somebody to recite? Paano yung 18? How many will, how do you do it? So yung 18, paano ninyo i-draw yan? Nagawa na ni Scott yung 18, yung sa tens, isa. So, as I told you, gusto namin na mag-participate kayo. So, can someone just raise the hand and say, how do you draw 18?
Let's...
We have one already. Si Alex Mangambit. Sige po, please unmute.
Hi, Alex.
Hello, ma'am. Hello, good morning po.
Morning. So, paano po
So,
yung 18?
Yung ganung sa 18 po, sir, gagawin po natin dyan is parehas po dun sa kung paano niyo siya ginawa dun sa 23. Then, therefore, kapag ginawa natin yon, mapupunta naman yung isa, yung 8 na yon, i-count natin to the tens na nasa side natin. Kaya sa ginawa nyo kanina, sir, na kapag ganito yung situation, draw lang ang kailangan and then adding. Ang problema po, sir, dito is how about the carrying. Sabi ni ma'am kanina na paano natin siya i-elaborate yung carrying na mas magiging malinaw. So for me, sir, gagawin ko na lang talaga is to draw 8 boxes and then to instruct them to add into the tens from ones to tens. Then after that, removing the line, the underlines who is separating the boxes,
Okay.
then to get the final result, counting the whole.
So gawin natin yan, no, Alex? So tama,
Alex,
no? So yung
Tama,
first
very
part
good.
is yung 18, yun nga, isang box na 10 dito sa tens, tapos yung 8 na maliit na boxes dito sa ones. And you said the next
Yes.
thing is remove the bounding line. So gawin natin, no, Alex? Let's
The
demonstrate.
underline, then counting all of the boxes.
Mm-hmm. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Anong gagawin natin dyan, Alex?
Alex? Parang nawala
Yes
si
po, ma'am.
Alex.
Yes po.
Ayan.
Sorry po, ma'am. Mahina po yung signal, ma'am. Sorry po.
So Alex, yung pagbilang natin, no, doon sa ones, 11, no?
Apo.
So anong gagawin natin next?
So, we can possibly draw for another box in line of ones, pero gagawa muna tayo ng separation line dun sa drawings. Gagawa tayo ulit ng separation lines and then to draw another 11 boxes which is connected na yung dalawang boxes na ginawa natin na separated kanina dapat. So, yung sa tens natin is magiging 30 in total na siya, sir.
Okay. So, ilalagay ko lang dito.
Opo. So, pati yung isa po, magkakadugtong na po yan siya. So,
Okay.
11 and then the 30. So, nasa
Okay.
11 natin is nasa ones natin, then meron tayong tens na 30.
Yes.
So, gagawin natin, pwede tayong gumamit ng another drawing again, 11 boxes. Ay, underline muna natin, which is yun na yung i-add natin dun sa tens at saka sa ones, forgetting about the first boxes na i-add natin kanina, sir. Medyo mahaba-habang process pero it was with the one na nakikita kong methods to clear or to teach the students na mas maging malinaw sa kanila kung paano natin sila i-add. Sabi nga
Okay.
ni ma'am kanina, patient is the best. So kulang tayo ng isa, sobra tayo ng isa, I mean, kasi 11 na siya, ma'am. Yung tens na nabuo natin doon sa ones, ilipat natin doon sa tens na nasa kabila. Therefore, the only one box will be left in the one side.
Yun.
Very
Thank you,
good.
Alex.
Yan yun, Alex. Yan yung kailangan. Very good.
Opo.
So gawin
Yun.
Kasi yun yung process ng carrying, ma'am, sa place value, ma'am, natin, is to remove the tens, move it into tens side, and then only one box in a one side ang matitira.
Okay.
Very
So gawin
good.
natin yan, Alex. Yung 10 dito sa ones, ilalagay natin sa tens. And
Yes
actually,
po.
ililinis lang natin yung drawing para magiging tens na ganyan. Okay.
Opo.
So at the end, no, Alex, anong gagawin natin so we can come up with an answer?
So, yun ang i-instruct natin sa mga bata to count all of the boxes into 10. So, which is we have the 40 boxes, 40
Mhm.
boxes. Then, i-add na lang natin yung isa to continue the counting. Magkakaroon tayo ng 41.
Thank you, Alex. Exactly, no? So
Very good.
pagbilang natin
Yes,
ng
sir.
tens,
Then,
apat na
sunod
10.
natin yung one box.
Sunod
Yes
natin
po.
yung one box. Ano yun? 41. Thank you, Alex.
Yan yung pinaka favorite kong methods or way of teaching sa students ko, sir. Thank you po.
Thank you,
Good,
Alex.
good, Alex. You
Yes,
can
thank
teach your
you po.
students this method na. Very good. Very good.
Yes po, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
And natutuwa ako na marami nagre-raise ng hand. So Scott will go to the next.
Yes.
Addition pa rin, pero mas malaki ng numero. And I think kaya rin natin to. Okay, so Scott, go to the next one.
So yung susunod, no, we introduce a third column para sa 100s place. pero pareho lang naman din yung proseso. Let's start with representing. So can we ask someone to represent 149?
Tami. Si Tami, kanina pa nagre-raise ng hand.
Okay, Tami.
Go. Go.
Tami, please unmute. Tami. Yan, andyan na po siya.
Hi, Tami.
Nakamute ka ulit, Tami. Ayan, okay na. Please say something.
Hi po, it's Evelyn po, ma'am.
Ay, Evelyn.
Hi, Evelyn.
Oh,
Hi,
yes,
Evelyn.
Sorry. Kasi nag-send po ng link sa akin si Tami, so nagamit ko pala yung link niya. Sorry po.
Okay,
so,
Evelyn.
Yung 100, sir, liligay natin dito sa 100's place.
Okay.
Yung ano siya, yung 100 na ano na yan, opo.
Ito tayo. Okay.
And then yung 4 po sa 10's place, 4 na 10. Sige po. And
Okay.
then yung 9 po.
9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay.
Okay. Then po yung 62, yung i-place po natin siya sa 10's place as 6 tens.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay.
And then 2 ones dito po sa 1.
Tapos 2 ones. Okay.
Okay. Then po, ika-count natin etong ones place. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait. 3, 6, 9, 10. So yung 110 po na nabuo from ones place, ililipat po natin sa tens place.
Okay. So gawin muna natin yan. Yung tens
At
dito.
malilep na lang po dyan isa.
Ililipat sa tens. So i-delete ko muna to. At maglagay na lang ng bagong bar.
Okay. Tapos 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So yung 10 po na tens ay ililipat po natin as 100 dito sa hundreds place.
Okay. So yung lahat na to, the first 10, no? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Tama. So lahat na to. Ililipat natin sa 100's place with a cleaner drawing.
Okay po.
Okay.
And then, ayan na.
Ayan na.
So, yung ones po, itatapat dito sa ones place. And then yung 10, ililigay 0. Hindi ko alam kung paano siya itatransfer as 11 do. No. So, ganito. Bali po yung 1. So, ililigay natin 1 dito. Pero
Okay.
11. 11 siya.
Yun. Ganyan.
So, yan po. And then, yung 10 po na to, i-explain natin sa bata na iyan yung inilipat po natin na isang dito.
Yes.
Opo, yun. So, iligay po natin siyang 1 and then ika-count natin yung 100 as 2 100s. Okay. So, the sum is 211, ma'am. Ay, sir.
Yes, thank you, Evelyn.
Very good, Evelyn. That's correct.
So actually, no, dito natin nakikita yung power ng model, no? Dahil mas komplikado na may 100s na. Yung una nating ginawa, may i-transfer natin mula sa ones papunta sa tens at may i-transfer din natin mula sa tens papunta sa 100s, na. At ganyan din eksakto yung pag-solve natin dito sa traditional method na 9 plus 2 naging 11, yung carry 1 na to, yan lang yung 10 butaw na ones na pumunta dito sa tens. And actually, ito mismo yung bagong box na i-drawing natin. At sa gayong paraan din, yung 10 bar dito sa tens, naging isang grid, no? Or square dito sa 100s para lang mas malinis. At yan din yung pag-carry natin ng 1 plus 4 plus 6 of the tens At yung carry 1, yan lang yung butaw na 100 na papunta dito sa 100s place. Kaya sa huli, we have 2 100s, 110, tsaka 11, kaya siya 211. Good.